Good morning, friends. It is, or it's going to be, a scorcher today. It is already warm, but not as hot as it's going to get this afternoon. So I have most of the curtains and stuff closed in the house just to keep our house kind of cool. I opened half of this because I don't like being totally closed off from the outside, like all of our curtains closed. It just starts to feel a little bit, it's not my favorite. And plus the kids are outside right now, so I have half of the curtains open. But we have had and are going to have a pretty busy rest of this week. Every day this week, except for today, we have something going on during the day. So not just in the evenings, but like stuff going on during the day. Today is the one day that we are staying home. So I have a bit of a to-do list I want to get to today. And then the kids were just saying to me, Mom, it's so hot, can't we go to the beach today? And I'm like, that would have been a good idea too. But we are out every other day and I have stuff I want to get done in the house today. So I started off this morning. I still feel like I'm a little bit flushed because I got up this morning and did a HIIT workout, and it takes me a little while to like cool down from that. And then I got right into baking bread, and now that I think about it, baking bread on a hot day probably isn't the best either. That oven on is going to warm up my house. I have 3 loaves of sourdough bread I wanted to make today. We'll get that knocked out this morning, and I'll take you along as I do some of the other tasks on my to-do list. I've got 2 loaves of bread here that are all ready to go into the oven, and then over here I have my bread dough for cinnamon raisin bread. So that still has to sit and rise for another hour or so.
And I made a dog too.
Good.
The grass is a dog, right?
Well, there's grass and dirt. Are you watering them both?
Yeah.
Good job. First 2 loaves of bread just came out of the oven. It is almost 11 o'clock already. I have been trying to really hydrate myself with water. So that's why it's almost 11 o'clock and I'm just now having my first coffee. I can hear that it's still going, but it must almost be done. So yeah, it's just about full. All right, I'm gonna pour myself a coffee, and my next task is to go help the girls organize their bedroom. The girls are somewhat lacking in storage in their room, and so I get after them because toys are everywhere, but I know that they don't have enough storage for the toys that they do have up here in their room. Actually, first off, girls, why don't you stand up and show me your outfits? The girls came down this morning and said, Mom, can you please do our hair just the same? Because, yeah, they're wearing their scrunchies because they dress just the same. I love it.
And they match the colors.
And they match, yeah. And so this is the girls.
Same colors.
That's right. They're not the exact same shirt, but they're definitely close enough. So this is the girls' room. What else should we say about your room? I got these containers. So
they love Lego. We love Lego.
Yes, they love Lego more than anything. And so they have, okay, basically the 3 toys they have in their room. They have these 18-inch dolls, right? They have the beds and lots of clothes.
Barbies and Lego.
That's right. And so they have this little toy thing. They have some like random, but like look how full this drawer is.
Yes, this is like the doll.
Yes. Charity's Craft.
This is supposed to be in the boys.
Okay, that's okay. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Charity's Craft drawer that is like overflowing. And then, pardon?
I said sometimes it gets into a junk drawer.
Yeah, that's, I believe it. And then this one down here is all Lego. But that's about all they have for storage, and like they have so much Lego. I had bought them this bin to store their Lego in, which as you can see is completely overflowing. So I went to Walmart. Well, first I had searched online to find the perfect containers that would fit under their bed. They do have drawers under their bed, but because they have only a small dresser that the 2 girls share, they each have a pajama drawer under the bed. And then they have this one drawer in the middle that just has their 2 backpacks. So like it's not a ton of storage. Anyway, but it's pretty low. It's not a lot of space underneath that. As long as I measured correctly, these 4 containers should all fit one after the other under their bed. And it'll be so nice to have that storage too, because if there's not storage under your bed, then what's under your bed?
Everything. Kleenex.
Yes, garbage and Kleenexes and just books, and I know. So my plan is 1 container for Lego, 1 container for Barbies, 1 container for 18-inch doll clothes. Just a second, it's gonna be really loud when you dump it. And then 1 container for crafts. That's the plan. Let's get on it. Well, it's gotta get worse before it can get better. It's coming along. We're making some progress. That bedroom task will definitely be more of a full day thing, but I'm leaving the girls up there to work on it for now because I need to get going on the next step for my cinnamon raisin bread. I do have plans over this summer to deep clean every room of the house. I think almost every room could use it. Some rooms maybe not, maybe don't need much. So the girls, they're organizing their stuff into their under their bed storage, but I'm also like, okay, up in the closet they have some little boxes I need to go through, and just vacuuming their whole room, cleaning their whole room. So it's definitely a bit of a task. I think I'll probably plan on like a room a week, maybe 2 rooms some weeks. We'll see how that goes. But first up is the girls' room, and it's a doozy. First, I'm just going to put some olive oil on my counter here. Spread that around just to make a greased surface for me to roll out my bread dough. Just gonna roll this out into a rectangle.
Heavy.
He said it's too heavy. Why don't you ask Elijah if he'll help you?
Okay.
Go ask him, okay?
What's that
Mommy
for?
is busy with this right now. This is for bread. I'm making cinnamon raisin bread. Now I have this egg and water mixture that I am just going to spread around. You're supposed to just use as much as seems necessary. Whoa, I didn't mean to pour that much. I usually just use the whole thing because I'm like, well, some might drip off the edges. As you can see, it's currently happening, but I'm not gonna just like dump part of an egg down the sink, down the drain. So I just use all of it, even if it makes a little bit of a mess. Why do I feel like I make the most mess when I'm filming? Like, I know I usually have a little bit of excess, but this seems like just extra, extra today. Okay, now I have this brown sugar and cinnamon mixture, and I just sprinkle that all over. This is my end seam up at the top. Oh, maybe you can't even see that. My end seam up at the top is just bare of toppings. Now I add 1/2 cup of raisins. And then I start at this end over here. I'm gonna try to shoosh some of that egg back there. And I just start rolling it up pretty nice and tight. I'm kind of squeezing the edges as I roll. Then I take my pan, I have a greased pan here, and I just put this in here upside down, like that. It might look a little bit messy. That's gonna rise for another hour, and then it will bake. What are you reading? Calvin and Hobbes, your favorite. I don't know how you're not in shorts today, Sim.
I feel fine.
You feel fine, eh?
Yeah.
Reading, and more reading outside today. What are you up to?
My picture journal?
Oh, a picture journal. Is this the one that you do every day?
Yeah.
Is this the one? So she's been drawing a picture and writing like a sentence every day. Have you still been keeping up with that every day?
Not always, so I have to kind of like,
Catch up a little bit?
Yeah.
Think back, like what happened yesterday, what happened the day before?
Like literally I had to do it from all the way, like I kept forgetting. So I had to do it all the way from Thursday.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, okay, what did I do that day? What did I do that day? Okay, what did I do on Sunday? Oh yeah, we were there, like.
You had to really think back, yeah?
When I do a journal, I like to do it every day.
Right.
But it's a little bit too much for me to keep doing. Well, I think I could do it this summer, but because like school in the winter and stuff.
Right.
But also, we're pretty busy this summer.
Yes. I'm just going through and answering emails. Sometimes I get way behind on my emails, but I was opening up an email from Night Zookeeper and I saw that the link I have for 50% off your annual subscription expires on Sunday, June the 26th. We love the Night Zookeeper site. This is something that I'm really gonna try to get my kids to do at least twice a week all summer long. It is, number one, they love it. So it's the perfect screen time for them, but it also helps so much with them learning how to do creative writing. It helps them learn spelling, grammar, up their vocabulary. And so if we are on top of using this a couple times a week all summer long, I think that I will find when we get back to school in the fall that they have really gotten further ahead with their language arts. It's definitely going to be a part of our summer learning. But I just saw this email that the offer for 50% off your annual subscription ends this weekend, so I wanted to let you guys know again about this program. If this is something you think would really help your kids out through these summer months, I will put the link to Night Zookeeper down below in my description, so check that out. I see you changed into shorts. Smart choice. Also, these kids are the ones who are always letting flies into the house, right?
That's
so I'm like,
have to when you come inside.
Okay, yes, the door is always, oh no, don't. So, Simeon is a great fly catcher. Okay, I don't really want to see the fly, but just go bring it outside. Look. Thanks for catching it. Tell us what you're making.
Orange juice popsicles.
Elijah also just got a retainer, and so he's just getting used to talking with a retainer. Yeah, I can open that.
It says it takes 4 hours to freeze and 5 hours to
Before it's ready to have.
Yeah, and 5 minutes to make, 4 hours to freeze.
Okay,
So
got it.
4 hours and 5 minutes.
Total time. I've been wanting to buy one of these for years. I thought, oh, I should get one of these to make our own popsicles. I finally did it. So this is our first time actually using it, and it's silicone. So I think that'll be really nice for popping the popsicles out. Yeah, just pour less than you think you will need, just to make sure that they're all going to be the same size. And then you can top them up after.
Extra. They're not all the same size.
And then these are the little sticks that go inside. We just have to make sure, I think the trick is going to be not losing any of these. So if you guys have a popsicle, Simeon and Zara, this needs to come back in the house and into the sink, okay? Because if we lose one of those, we're out of luck. Uh-oh. I wanted to come in and show an after of this room. Of course, now it's clean, but Charity's playing with Lego, and this is normal. The kids play with Lego so much. The girls especially.
If we get carpet, will we will pull those things out of there?
To put the carpet underneath, yeah, for sure.
I know. Like,
they'll still fit. They'll still fit. They better still fit. Okay, so here's the Lego bin. That goes under there. Yeah, let's see. We'll be able to squish them in even with carpet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll be able to squish them in. So this bin down here has craft stuff. This has doll stuff. This is the Barbies. But look how nice and neat that looks. So nice and organized. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I just said I'm ending the video. Wesley, do you want to come end the video with me? He just came in from being in the sprinkler, right? Yeah. Okay, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.